Hello, it's Dawn here and welcome to my channel. And today we are going to be doing one more tree trunk. If you've been following this series, you'll see the other ones somewhere else on this channel. And today we're going to finish this little series and we're going to do a tree trunk in close-up. So you're going to see quite a lot of detail in this one. So let's get going. And first of all, if you've been with me before, you will have seen me do this before. And we're going to shade a green. I know tree trunks aren't green for those who haven't joined us before, but it won't look green by the time we're finished. But for this one, what we need to do, we need to make this quite thick. So we need to shade this on and press down quite hard, fairly hard, so that we're more or less covering and filling in the tooth or the grain of our paper. This is not surface watercolour paper, 140 GSM, 140 pounds, 300 GSM, I beg your pardon. But don't worry, you don't have to remember all this. I will put it in the link below in the description. And so I put a bit of a branch in here this time as well. So we're just going to do that. And so it doesn't look like a dying tree, we're going to put the brown on next. And we're going to do a mid-tone brown. I'm using brown ochre, but you can use whatever brown you like. And again, we are going to do this fairly thick because we need to capture the texture of this close-up tree trunk. So we're just going to more or less repeat what we did with the green, really. So just keep going over it like that. If you go over the edges like I've done there, don't worry about it. Just go over it and amend it and adjust it as we go. No problem. There's no such thing as making a mistake with what, you just cover it up. You don't make mistakes, you just adjust as you go. So there we go, we're going to do this branch here as well. And then we're going to use our water next. And so that's that bit done. And then what we need to do, because we want this not too damp or not too wet, we're going to put our brush in our water like that. And then we're going to, this is just some kitchen towel. I'm just going to dab out the excess quite lightly because we don't want this too wet. We need this quite thick. We need the pigment or the colour quite thick. So we're going to wash that in so it blends it just a little. We need just enough water to blend the colours together. So just dip the tip of the brush and then dab it on your kitchen towel or toilet tissue, whatever you're using. And we'll do this branch here. So you can see the texture taking shape already. And just before you finish this process, you will need to have a darkish brown pencil ready to hand because we don't want this to dry. Because what we're going to do now, we're going to draw in the bark while it's still wet, just like we did yesterday if you join me. Because again, the wet attacks the colour or the pigment in the pencil, and it tries to push it away and you get this really gorgeous texture. And if you haven't got much water, if you haven't used much water to blend, the texture will be even greater. And we'll just put a bit of texture on this branch hanging over here. And there you have your beautiful close-up tree with all the lovely bark markings on it. And this is quite good fun to do, so you need to avoid the temptation of doing what I'm about to do and keep on going over it until you take out all of your texture. So I'm going to stop doing that now because it is good fun. And there you have your texture. I'm going to see if I can bring that in just a little bit closer so that you can get a better look. Like that. See that wonderful texture just here. So I brought that in a bit closer for you. And so I hope you've enjoyed this series. And if you are enjoying this series of trees and other watercolour pencil techniques, please do hit that like button and hit the subscribe down below so that you never miss a video when we upload one, and click the notification bell as well, and then YouTube will let you know when I upload another video. And the next time we're going to be starting a new series on painting foliage. So you'll have all your tree trunk techniques and then you'll have another little series of foliage, and then by the time you finish with that you'll be able to paint some fabulous trees with your watercolour pencils. So go ahead. So hit that subscribe button, you won't be sorry, and you'll be painting fabulous trees in no time, and a host of other things as well. So stay safe, have fun with your painting, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye till then.